Good morning to you. We are here this morning with our clients Donny and Gemma, who bought a beautiful new development in El Chaparral, and we're going to be chatting to them about purchasing here in the Costa del Sol, what it's looked like for them to settle into the lifestyle here, and any lessons that they learned along the way that they can share with us. With Donny and Gemma, thanks so much for making the time available, and very happy to be here in your gorgeous apartment. Yeah. So we finally settled Evergreen El Chaparral for your purchase for a new development. Can you maybe just share with us a little bit about the journey, how we met each other, and how we started looking for properties across the coast, and why did you settle specifically for here?
It's an interesting puzzle you have to solve when you decide to up sticks and move down to the Costa del Sol, because the coastline is very large and very long. There's a lot of different places to go, and each place has a different character, and so to try and do that on your own online is just an impossible task. You need someone with local knowledge that can guide you through that, because in most cases you're making a pretty significant investment and you've got to get it right. So it's worth getting the professionals in with local knowledge to guide you through that.
We started off in Estepona, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, actually, I had started off on my own without you. Remember? And I had thought, well, maybe Estepona, somebody mentioned to me that Estepona was looking great. And then I suddenly realised the error of my ways. Alison came to us, I think we'd organised a visit to a new build in Estepona.
We'd been down there, had a look at a few that you had on your list.
And as soon as I went there, I realised, as I say, the error of my ways, that the traffic was terrible. It wasn't in the place that we wanted to be. Although there are many beautiful areas down there, it just wasn't a perfect fit for us, because a key requirement for us is, like, we won't live here full time. We need to be able to get in and out very easily.
Holiday home, quick for a weekend, Friday night I'm in, I'm out. And I remember you saying to me, I want to walk to the beach. And I said to you, well, I've got this fabulous development. It's not finished, there is a show house, but you can walk to the beach. And what I loved about it was the space of the rooms inside.
One resale property where we were looking at maybe a detached villa would be better for us.
Yeah, we were thinking maybe renovation, do I do it up and this and that?
We're used to property in Asia where you can live in a very small place quite comfortably. But when you come here, you need a little bit more space. So one of the things we found was that a lot of the new builds, the master suites were maybe 13, 14 square meters, and as far as we were concerned, it was just too small. Literally, as soon as we came to Evergreen and we walked in the door, and we realised suddenly you've got a master suite that's 24 square metres, you've got ceiling heights of 3 metres, suddenly just the space.
Why did we not buy two?
Well, I do say that to Jem from time to time. We should have bought a couple of these, because they were
very good guidance, darling.
They were so good.
Searching, and I said.
I guess after that, just to sanity check that. I dragged you round another half a dozen new build properties.
But it's important to understand.
And every night when we were here, we came, I think, twice to visit properties. And every night we'd always end up coming back here.
So here you are in El Chaparral, in between Fuengirola and also Cala. Let me know what's your thoughts on Fuengirola. How have you found it, guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think Fuengirola has been one of the biggest surprises for us. I mean, when we came here, we never visited Fuengirola when we were doing the property search. And we just sort of drove by it and thought, oh, it's a bit of a built-up Spanish sort of holiday town. It's not really what we're looking for. And surprisingly, we spend a lot of time there now, because it's got so many great restaurants. It's just one of the best places to eat. Yeah, one of the best places to eat on Costa del Sol, and it's reasonable. It's not going to cost you €300 for a meal for two down there. And get very good quality food. The thing I would say about Fuengirola as well, because it's a decent size of population, you've got a lot of facilities in the area. You've got medical locations, you've got, if you want to do your garden, you DIY, get building stuff.
Train stations are huge thing as well.
Everything is within a 5-minute drive from here. So we tend to use that area for for the bulk of our, development needs when we're looking for materials and furnishings and things like that. That's all in Fuengirola. And then if you want something, a bit more upmarket or something, then, Puerto Banús is only 20 minutes from here.
Sure.
So
the location is very, very favorable.
The other thing I would add is, like, you're familiar with this, but they're just finishing the boardwalk. They're planning to join the boardwalk
from Cala
all the way up to Fuengirola. So they're making good progress on that. And what we found now is it's very easy to walk from the property in Chaparral down into La Cala.
As well.
It's just 25 minutes. And we can walk there in the evening very easily. So we're quite blessed here. With really good neighbours. There's a good community online that look or continue to develop the facilities here. Good. And there are teething problems that we have to resolve. But
I think
on balance,
in
it's
any
working.
new development there will be, and I see this with a lot of clients. So teething problems are going to be expected. It's how they are handled. So let's maybe talk a little bit about that. Purchasing the property here, a new development, Costa del Sol. Yes, we know that we have the stage payments and etc. what's required. How did you find that process? Did you find the documentation was well explained to you? Did you know exactly what you were signing, what you were informed about? I know you had a lawyer that was assisting you at the time. How did you find the communication overall of the entire process that went over nearly 18, 24 months? How did you find that?
Well, I think it's an area where you need professional guidance. I mean, I think you hooked me up, the lawyers, the attorneys, to handle everything. Yeah. Once everything just happened without really thinking about it. You've a fee to get in and register the property, and depending on where the development is in its timeline, maybe anywhere from 12 months up to 2 years. What surprised me, I've been in business like 40 years, done a lot of complex deals, and it actually amazed me how much due diligence was actually done on AML and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's as much as any big business deal I've ever done, and certainly I would say more rigorous than any UK property I've ever purchased.
So you were comfortable throughout the process. It was well explained. You were informed into every detail.
Ours was slightly more complex because we were also trying to get the golden visa so that we could ultimately
trying to get the golden visa, the last man through the door. You did a good job of that
and we were multiple times it was impossible because I think we were due at the end of December 24.
Yes.
And the scheme had already been closed, and luckily they got some sort of grandfathering in that gave another 3 months.
Yes.
And so suddenly the door opened again, and our lawyers were able to move quite quickly.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure I was the last man to walk out with a golden visa.
So having been through the process of purchasing a new development here in the Costa del Sol, what are the 3 things you would say to somebody that is important to consider whilst looking at the same journey?
For us, it's a big change in climate coming from the UK to the Costa del Sol. Every property we've ever done there, it's always a search for light and sunlight, right? Because it's so dull and grey there that you have to do everything possible to get sunlight. Whereas when you come to the Costa del Sol, that's a given. So your challenge is the opposite. It's how do you live comfortably in a hotter climate? You need shade. So the first thing you've got to think about is during the summer months is like, where am I going to sit? Where am I going to sit outside? Where am I not going to get frazzled by the sun? So, and it's a weird conundrum. You're coming here for the sun, but you're having to find a way to get out of the sun. And it's so important to, when you're going to live here full time, you've got to be able to live comfortably. So the property has to have good climate control. You have to have, an area where you can sit comfortably.
And the houses are built very well here in terms of
and I think the thing that I didn't realise, we didn't think too much of it at the time. It was nice here in Evergreen that we can walk to the beach. And although that's important, I think the thing that surprised me is just what natural air conditioning the Mediterranean is. It is quite an arduous task to go through purchasing in a foreign country, in a foreign language that you're not familiar with, in a legal system that's completely alien to you.
Sure.
And so you've got to rely on the legal team behind you to guide you through that. This is where it's very important that you have a close relationship with your real estate agent, because they're working in the background to put you in touch with these professional people.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
and you've got to have 100% trust in these people. It's the relationship of the agent with the professional service providers, lawyers, etc. that's so critical. Probably that's the most important thing. I think the other thing is just know it's the area that you're buying in. It's so important to get that right, and that takes local knowledge. You cannot YouTube or get that information online. You can get some semblance of where you want to be, maybe through some guidance from friends, etc. But you've got to come here and spend a little bit of time, and
Sure.
you got to do the legwork to make sure the location that you're buying in is absolutely right for you. Only a good agent can do that. You can't do it on your own.
We might just know one.
Yeah.
So understanding the sun, the climate, I think is imperative. Getting a good team of professionals around you, someone that you can trust and represent you correctly, and getting a good agent on the ground who knows the areas and can add real value to that time that you've carved out to spend here to try and secure the result of you want. Is a beautiful place in the sun in the Costa del Sol.
We're making a decision now whether we make this our full permanent home. You know, with Alison's great services, we were, as we said earlier, we were able to get a golden visa, so we can stay here. And the more time I spend here, the less time I want to spend elsewhere. So, you know, I think we're very happy here, and it's a nice place to live.
And we're very happy to have you guys here, and I'm so thrilled to hear how fantastically well it's turned out for you and how much you are enjoying your life in the Costa del Sol.